Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. Most Edina residents enjoy a high quality of life. That's the verdict from the latest Quality of Life survey of Edina residents by an independent research company. In the survey conducted this spring by Polco, 93% of respondents rated the quality of life in Edina as excellent or good. There were three other key findings in this year's survey. While residents generally feel safe in Edina, the feeling of safety has declined in some areas, and the perception of some types of crime has increased. 9 in 10 gave positive ratings for the overall feeling of safety in Edina. But the percentage of those feeling very or somewhat safe in the greater Southdale area dropped to 67% from 77% in 2021. The percentage of residents who perceive that youth crimes and violent crime is a moderate, major, or extreme problem has increased. The perception of youth crimes increased from 17 to 24%, and violent crime from 8 to 15% in the 2-year period. City services continue to earn high marks in the survey. The highest rated city services of fire services, ambulance or emergency medical services, city parks, and police services all rate higher than national benchmarks. Ambulance or emergency medical services also rate higher than Minnesota benchmarks. Residents see opportunities for improvements with housing and development. Among the most serious issues facing Edina, respondents most often identified overdevelopment, the wrong type of development, and teardowns, as well as the need for more affordable housing.
This is a survey that we do every other year, so in odd-numbered years. We use it as the kickoff to kind of the analytical part of our budget making process. So later this year we will be making a budget, and we'll use this information to gauge our service levels and where we might invest other city dollars.
Polco administered the 6-page survey of 2,000 randomly selected Edina households March 22nd through May 3rd. The survey results are available on the city's website, edinamn.gov. The results were statistically weighted to reflect community demographics and are accurate within a range of plus or minus 5%. This survey will help guide City Council and other decision makers going forward. You might have noticed something happening at the south parking ramp in the 50th and France district. In mid-June, the south ramp was closed for some much-needed repairs. Edina TV has the story on the work being done and what to expect the next time you visit downtown Edina.
If you usually park in the south ramp, on Monday, June 12th, you found plenty of signs of significant work underway.
Initially, when we had our full structural assessment with Kimberly Horn back in August, they identified some cracking and some spalling within these columns.
Just to be clear, the ramp was safe for the time being. After all, Edina's parking ramps undergo annual inspections, after which the city performs routine maintenance to keep them in good condition. Repairs of this ramp, originally constructed in 1968 and the oldest parking facility operated by Edina, were scheduled for this past spring. Unfortunately, when repairs begin in April,
they found a little bit worse conditions than expected.
Excessive decay was discovered in 4 structural concrete support columns on the southwest side of the street level, and the columns must be rebuilt.
So the rebar, it's definitely deteriorated a little bit. As we dig in further, we're going to find out more. It is designed to rust, but like I say, that's why we take chloride levels to know how much chloride and how deep it is.
Of course, this closure will affect a number of people, like business owners, employees, and patrons. But creating a safe environment comes first.
Businesses at 50th and France really rely on the parking being available, so we recognize that putting one of the structures out of commission for a few weeks is disruptive, but it's essential, it's important. The city's committed to providing safe facilities, not just convenient facilities, so this is a temporary setback that we have fewer stalls available today than we did a few months ago.
And there are nearby options, including the north and center ramps, which are available at 50th and France. Street parking is also allowed in Minneapolis and Edina, though visitors should check for any special regulations posted on signs.
But we're excited in a few short weeks we'll be able to reopen the south ramp in a better condition, brighter condition, and most importantly, a safer condition.
For Edina TV, I'm Tom Cornell.
The ramp is expected to open on or before August 7th. Visit bettertogetheredina.org for updates. Later this month, the City Council will consider a local referendum on a revised spending plan for the use of Edina's local option sales and use tax. In November 2022, Edina voters approved the 0.5% local tax to finance improvements at Fred Richards Park and Braemar Park and Arena. During this year's session, the state legislature approved a special law allowing Edina to use the sales tax to expand Braemar Arena pending approval of Edina voters. The $25.3 million project would include demolition of the South Rink and construction of 2 new ones, resulting in 4 indoor rinks and 1 outdoor seasonal rink. A new, safer drop-off pickup area, more parking, and a larger lobby.
Back in late 2021 and into early 2022, we had a study done by Ballard and King that examined our ice usage, and that clearly showed that we were pretty much at capacity year-round here. And here we are today, middle of summer, and we have 3 rinks going. We are at capacity today. So I think the actual usage and combined with the study that Ballard King did really shows the need for additional ice here at Braemar.
The referendum would not change the sales tax rate. It would simply allow the city to continue using collections from the tax to pay for the expansion and additional improvements at the Braemar Arena. At its next meeting, July 18th, the City Council is expected to decide whether to place the Braemar expansion referendum on this November's ballot. The Edina Community Foundation, in partnership with the city, will host an Independence Day parade, 10 a.m. July 4th. Because of the street reconstruction near the start of the parade route, spectators are not allowed near the intersection of Eden Avenue, Grange Road, and Wilson Road. Spectators must sit or stand east of the Wildlife of Edina animal sculpture behind City Hall on Eden Avenue or along the south side of West 50th Street. Be safe and enjoy Edina's 4th of July activities. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.